Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Stardew Valley here on the Game Professor channel. I'm your host, the Game Professor, and we are hoping for rain. Another not rainy day, my god. And bad luck. This is not the way to start an episode, folks. But we have amaranth to harvest. And yes, that is the 1,000 gold that I have been charged for passing out in the mines last episode. It's fine. Wait. I think... yeah, I've already gotten all the ghost fish that I need. And I need the single bunch of amaranth for Miss Marnie. It's a Friday, so we should be able to see her. Always good. And I am going to do more amaranth here, because I actually like the look of the amaranth. The way I see it. Actually, better way for me to do this. Just separate out the one bunch for Marnie. And then do everything else. And I don't have any more amaranth seeds. That's fine. I will go get some. Ooh. Got a tree right there. I'll get this grass. Hi, Chester. And the real Chester is lounging at the moment in a quite kingly fashion, as he does periodically. As is Fuzzy. Actually, no, Fuzzy's just whining. Per usual, when this starts to happen, as I'm sure any viewers who have been paying attention to any of my videos have noticed, when the cats start to get particularly whiny or princely, it means it's almost dinner time. And it is indeed within an hour of their dinner time. I have promised them that I will feed them as soon as I'm done recording this episode. So we'll see how accurate that becomes based on how long this episode is. Because their dinner time is strict. Grab that. Now I'll go down to Marnie, then I'll go over to Pierre's to get more amaranth. I feel really bad that I keep... and I say I feel bad, it's not as though I control it. The beauty of this game is that it is so heavily influenced by random number generation, and it's truly one of the things that I love about it. I think that it's one of the advantages of the game, in fact. But I absolutely recognize how bad RNG makes the game potentially boring to watch. And my wife just texted me about something. I'm not sure what. It looks like she sent me something. Like, sent me a link or an image or something. So I'll have to wait a bit until I'm done recording this episode before I can do anything about it. Here we go. Oh, the amaranth I asked for. Thank you so much. My cows are going to love this. You can catch me at the saloon most nights. Animals are great company, but I need to spend some time with people too. That you do, Marnie, that you do. And... no, we're only one heart with her, darn it. Okay. I am going to make a point to work a bit more on her in terms of hearts. Just because I'm sure people have noticed it by now, but lost his purple shorts, huh? There was something purple in Marnie's room, wasn't there? Yes, indeed there was. Oh, I have 2,800. It's only 10 grand? Oh, it's only 10 grand. I thought it was 25 grand. Okay, yeah, for 10 grand, absolutely. That is totally justifiable. Oh my god. I absolutely thought it was 25 grand. Okay, so I have 64 slots, I think. Because I did 2 rows. Gonna get this planted. One of these days, guys. One of these days I will get a desk-mounted system for my mic. Heck, I might even upgrade my mic. Who knows? I may even eventually get a Patreon. Who knows? I don't know. This is... Honestly, for me, this Let's Play plus analysis thing for me, I'm not in it to make it be a make a ton of money thing. I've never had that mindset about it. So stuff like a Patreon and stuff, if anybody is wondering, not necessarily, like not really at all on the radar for me. Maybe eventually though. It would rely upon me getting more consistent views and stuff than I'm currently getting. I still don't get a lot of views, and this is hardly the topic that I thought I'd get on, but it's like, yeah, I'm not aiming to become a viral YouTuber or anything like that. I'm not in it to hit 1,000 subs or anything like that, or 1,000 subs. That is a Freudian slip. That should tell you where I am at. I meant 1 million subs, or really even 10. It's 10,000 subs to get the silver play button. 1,000. God, that should really tell you where I'm at with this. The big reason why I would want this to become something that is viewed regularly is I really want there to be an archive of gameplay available for people who can't play games. There are so many people, whether due to physical disability or mental disability, cannot actually play a game, yet they may be able to view it. And a big reason why I believe putting my commentary on it is important is because I think that there needs to be an acknowledgement of the filter through which the gameplay is being presented. And no matter what, the thing with video games, the fact that it is a person playing a game. Hello, Chester. I don't know if you can hear him squawking. I can barely hear him through my headphones, but he is a determined little dude. Hi, buddy. You're not getting anything right now. I'm still only on my first day of this episode. You're not getting anything. Yes, I know you're adorable, but that doesn't mean you're getting anything. But back to what I was saying. Because I do think this is actually a very serious topic. I truly believe that no matter what, there is a filter through which you are seeing something when somebody else is presenting it. This applies to audiobooks. It's one of the potential disadvantages of audiobooks, and I say this as somebody who loves audiobooks. Truly, I absolutely adore audiobooks. I think that audiobooks are a crucial element of literature being accessible to the broader public, because not everyone can read for an extended period of time. And I really believe that was a tree that needed to stay. Gosh darn it. It's fine. I'm staying focused. I believe that video game Let's Plays are a means of making video game content accessible to people who cannot physically play a video game. Whatever reason that could be for that inability. Because, frankly, it doesn't matter why somebody can't play a video game. If they want to play a video game, there should be a way for them to experience it. And I very, very strongly believe that Let's Plays are a perfect vector for that. So that's a big part of why I decided I want to do video game Let's Plays. By the same token, I very much believe that the fact that I am the player has to be acknowledged. In the same way that knowing whom the reader for an audiobook is important. And it's a bit easier with an audiobook, frankly, because they're literally just reading the words on the page. You hear their interpretation of a text. Here, you don't necessarily hear the interpretation of the text. You may hear some of it, or I should say, you don't inherently hear it just from watching what's happening on the screen. You may get some of it, but you're not going to get all of it. That's why I believe the commentary is incredibly important. And it's also why frankly, as a testament to the beginning of this series in particular, I feel so bad about the fact that I didn't have my webcam set up in a manner where it was going to film me for the beginning of this series. I truly do believe that the visual element is significant. Being able to see the person who's playing a game in a Let's Play setting, I do very much believe is significant. So, that's a big part of why I wanted to make that happen. That's why I made the point of making this happen. I'm just going to get rid of some of these dead trees, or these little baby trees here that I can, because I want to make sure that I'm ready to get this field set for spring. So, but continuing with our serious discussion, because that is absolutely what's on my mind, I'll go to bed and quickly restart the discussion as soon as we're back into gameplay mode. 14,000, not a bad day. I'll quickly check weather and stuff, and then we will get back into the discussion. Sunny. I just want a rainy day. And neutral. Okay. Well, we're harvesting a bit for now, at the very least. But the biggest thing that I take away as somebody who plays games is recognizing the very unique experience that I have as a player when I am playing. So for me, if somebody's going to be watching what I'm doing, they need to experience what I am saying, what I am doing in the moment in which I am experiencing it, in order for the meaning to and the expression to be complete. In terms of, like, for completion purposes, I think that somebody needs a full commentated Let's Play in order to understand a completion process for a game? Absolutely not. Completionism is completely different from what I want to present in and about games. How many people have been stressed about the fact that I haven't been checking the coop? Say down in the comments how many of you have been. I straight up want to know. If you have been concerned about the fact that I haven't gone back to the coop for a hot second, say down in the comments. I want to know. Straight up. But like I was saying, the fact that I'm not playing these games to present a tutorial of how to complete. Truly, what I want to present, the conversation that I want to have about games, is a holistic expression of games. I want to know what people are thinking, what people are feeling, what goes into everyone's brains and thought processes about the games that they're playing. And it is, frankly, a disingenuous, in my opinion, expression of a game to just simply put the gameplay on the screen and let that be as it is. That being said, if literally what you're doing is you're presenting how to do something within a game, that's literally all you need. If you are trying to teach mechanics and stuff like that, or how to perform a specific task, how to enact something, well, no, that truly is just mechanics. If you are truly just trying to demonstrate mechanics in a game, whatever element of that mechanics it may be, all you need is a commentary-less playthrough. That's literally all you need. If you're just concerned about game mechanics, as soon as you start talking about the holistic interaction with a game, you absolutely need commentary. And the big reason behind that is a holistic impression of a game, frankly, comes from a player. I truly, in the same way that I wish that the physical interaction with a book was enough, was possible to capture, rather. It is enough, but for it to be possible to capture from a reading of a book, I desperately wish that a reading was enough to capture the experience of physically reading. In the same way that I wish that a Let's Play was enough, or even a playthrough tutorial, I wish that they were enough to fully capture a game experience. But the fact of the matter is, they're not. They are inherently lacking in certain ways. And because a reading of a book is physically reading the verbal text that is written on a page, the only thing you are lacking, because literally a book is words on a page, a reading of a book is an out loud reading of words on a page. All you are really missing is the physical interaction with the book. Not everybody gleans something from the physical interaction with a book. And that's not to dismiss experiences that don't glean something from the physical interaction with a book. I know that I am not the norm in that the physicality of reading a book is meaningful to me. I very much recognize that I am not the norm in that. I know that there are a lot of people who just read books and it's a process of going through the motions of their eyes going across a page. That's perfectly fine. I am certainly not dismissing that. But for a game, and this is why simply a playthrough without any commentary is insufficient, is that when you are physically playing a game, when you are making the choices, when you are interacting with the game space, there is an inherent connection that you are having with the programmer that is different from the author-reader interaction that occurs with a novel or a book of any kind, really. I say a novel because fiction is my focus. And to give you all an idea of this, and I need to do a deep dive episode, Game Professor's Take style, honestly, with this, but essentially the process of well, I guess I'm eating my chanterelles because I can't eat the red mushrooms. Bye-bye, chanterelles. You were delicious. But back to what I was saying. I am a proponent of a particular type of literary theory called reader response theory. This theory relies upon the idea that the meaning of a text comes from the interaction between author and reader. There are a lot of different ways of thinking about this. The way that I often think about it, and the way when I am tutoring elements of reading and interpretation of text and stuff like that, what I will often discuss with people is the bridge between author and reader, going from actual author to actual reader, and within that, implied author, implied reader, within that, ideal author, ideal reader, It's been a really long time since I've gone over the very precise theory, so I can't think of who the theory is specifically based on. I am putting that information in a caption because this is really important to me. But the big thing to take from it is only through these like segments of interaction that meaning is created. So acknowledgement of those figures is crucial to creating meaning. For me, when it comes to a video game, you kind of truly like an ideal player. If I were to use kind of the similar terminology, an ideal player would never make any mistakes. And the ideal author, you technically are dealing with many people as the creator of a game to create that would be functioning as author in this case. So you kind of have to think about gameplay, narrative, all these things somewhat separately. It's bad to completely separate them. It's extremely problematic to completely separate them, frankly. But I will also say, when I was first conceptualizing this idea, this topic, as something to possibly study, that's what I was doing. I was separating gameplay and narrative completely. And ultimately what I've come to realize is I must look at them together. But when you're starting to get into similarities, response theory and stuff like that, it kind of makes sense to separate them so that you're able to distinguish, okay, the story was crafted by this person or these people. The gameplay was structured by this person or these people. What are their purposes behind these constructions that they've created? So it's really quite complicated. This is frankly why I need to go into a deeper discussion-based episode, just to really properly cover everything that I want to say on this front, because there's a lot, and it's all quite complicated, and to act as though it's not is frankly foolish. But let's clean up my in-betweens here. One sec. There is no way. There's no way I've done 2 days. And it's only been that long? What? I guess I do too many days that are in the mines and time slows down or something. I do know that technically you get time slows down very slightly when you're in the mines. But I am going to go to bed now, and we're going to call this an episode. Hopefully I will get into a deeper discussion of this larger game analysis topic that I've just brought up here in a separate episode. But thank you, as always, for watching. I know it got pretty heavy there throughout the latter half of this. But thank you, as always, for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you always know when I have new videos coming out. And follow the links in the description below to the Facebook page and Discord server to join the conversation. Really, I've just brought up a whole bunch of stuff here. join the conversation right now. This is, if there's any time to join the conversation, this is the time to join the conversation. So do it. But as always, thank you all for watching. This is your game professor signing off, and I will see you next time.